Okay guys, let's talk about the 90s. Without being clouded by nostalgia, since this is the decade I grew up in, it goes without saying that the 90s was the most important decade for the animation industry to date, from both a technological standpoint as well as eclecticity when it comes to the various genres available. Whenever someone refers to animation itself as a genre, I would gladly stand aside and let Brad Bird himself punch them in the face repeatedly, and then proceed to throw animals of Farthing Wood at them. Animation is an art form and can portray any and all genres. Not only that, but in some cases can do so even more effectively than live action can, because it is purely a visual medium that is married to technology and is a forever evolving art form that has no limits. The only time animation has limits is when it comes to its classification and budget. Animation is often only associated with comedy, action and adventure. Drama and tragedy is slowly being forgotten about or ignored by its audience when it comes to animation, because drama and tragedy is something kids can't apparently handle. Let's be real here. Animation is not just for one age group. The phrase suitable for all or suitable for children does not mean that real life is sugar-coated and wrapped up in cotton wool. Suitable for all means that it can be enjoyed by anyone of any age. At least that is what it used to mean. Now I'm not so sure. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Animals of Farthing Wood is a show that is not only timeless, it is also a show that boasts a fantastic balance of drama, adventure and tragedy. It's not polluted with pop culture references. It doesn't spew out pointless toilet humour or innuendos to, and I quote, keep the adults interested and entertained while watching something that is for their kids. I'm not saying it's perfect, far from it. Yeah, what was it with the 90s and its depiction of drunk animals in animation? Oh yeah, some things never change, huh? Let's see if I can describe it for those who have never heard of it. Take the visual style and theme of Watership Down, for example, since that is also an Exodus story, along with its shocking violence, throw in the visual atmosphere of Disney's Bambi and the tragedy and suffering of plague dogs, then you've got something pretty close to Animals of Farthing Wood. Except it's 3 seasons long. You get pretty close to an idea of what this show is like to sit through. Yeah, if you've actually seen Watership Down and Plague Dogs, of course. The Animals of Farthing Wood is an animated series based on the series of books written by Colin Dan, a series of books about a group of animals forced to leave their home of Farthing Wood with a promise of reaching a nature reserve named White Deer Park, where they would be protected from the destruction of man and their machines. It was created by the European Broadcasting Union and was first broadcast in various European countries between 1992 and 1995. It is an Exodus story, pulling themes from the story of Moses as well as some classic Shakespearean themes. There is no exact villain to speak of here, but is rather about survival of the fittest and where exactly you draw the line. The Animals of Farthing Wood is about overcoming instinct and the harsh realities of surviving in a world dictated by that decision. Central to the plots of the series, aside from the creature's struggle to reach the holy land of White Deer Park, is the oath of which all the Farthing Wood animals take. They commit themselves to protect each other, prey and predator alike, in aid of making their collective journey. Like most anthropomorphized animal characters, each represents a comparative role in the hierarchy of human society. The small animals, or prey, take on the roles of the timid contributors to the imposed democracy and victimized cannon fodder to progress the plot where necessary. The larger animals, or predators, take on different positions, mostly comparative to the archetypal role pre-existent in societal repetitions of narrative-based fiction in Western culture. Fox is the reluctant heroic leader, Badger is the wise and elder second in command, and Hare is the faithful soldier. It touches on discrimination, philosophy, conduct in leadership, as well as challenging the roles that are played in society. It can be rather preachy at times, well, a lot of the times, and is not exactly subtle about what it's trying to say about the way humanity treats nature and animals, but it does also depict humans as ignorant, not necessarily evil or the villain of the story. But it also shows that the animals do see that not all humans are the same. This show is kinda cutesy at times, but it's not pandering, although it can be annoying at times, especially from a certain character in particular. Beautiful dreamer! With 22 deaths on and off screen, some other controversial themes throughout the series, this show is still highly praised for its realism, drama, and blatant disregard of worrying about whether or not it is in fact child-friendly. The voice acting is kind of inconsistent here and there, annoying and very repetitive, but if you can put up with that and appreciate the show for its other strengths, it is well worth the watch, regardless of its age. I highly recommend this show, and would love to hear your thoughts on it. I'm Mad Munchkin. Stay creative.